Our artist of the week today wears many caps. He's a gospel musician, songwriter, drummer. Tomi Fowora. Also, he's currently with the United States military.
Many caps indeed, on just one
head. Just wait to as we unveil him next. Stay with us now.
Enjoy.
Wave your hands up to the Lord and give him praise. He has done a new thing. Wave your hands, wave it now. Give him praise. He has done a new thing. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Give him glory.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
To set the mood.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and the point is, if you watch that video, it looks like his demeanor looks like a pastor who is going to, you know, stand on the pulpit and then preach, and then afterwards go to the video, you know, but this is a military man. I'm telling you, military man. But anyway, it's good to have Tomi Fowora with us in the studio. Good morning, Tomi.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mike.
Welcome. Wow. All of that. A drummer, a singer, a writer, and the military man. How do you combine all of this? Well, how did it all start? Let me say.
Well, I've always been singing in the church, and before I got involved with the church, I was, you know, doing secular music back in the day, and I've worked with the guys in the industry, like the late OJB and Mac Omondia. Yes, I did, and along the line, you know, my encounter with the Christian faith led me to gospel music.
Okay.
Yes.
So how have you been able to, you know, harness your talent despite the fact that you are in the military in the US?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, I wouldn't say my job is distracting me, but regardless of what you do, there is always something that distracts you. Now, I'm in the military, but sometimes it, you know, distracts me from achieving my dreams when it comes to my talent and gospel music. But I just have to fight to do that, to do what I do, even though I have I'm serving my country, United States Navy. And at the same time, I want to use my talent because I know this is my God-given talent, and I just have to use it. I have to do something. I'm a busy man, you know, concerning what we do. But at the same time, I just have to strike a balance so that I can be a blessing to my world and at the same time serve my country.
Okay. Well, it's glad to be Nigerian originally, but American on the other hand, and then you're serving my country, United States, but you're back in Nigeria somehow, where the original roots are.
This is my country too.
No, but it's beautiful. But how in the U.S. Navy, right? Now, how are your colleagues? How do they accept your the extracurricular outside of the military activity here?
Well, very well, especially because, you know, I was always in the church, and they, especially when I came out with this, they were like, "Oh wow, so you do this?" You know, I'm like, "Yeah, I do this," and I was, you know, they really accepted me for being a gospel artist, and they all went on YouTube. They want to listen to it, and sometimes they say, "Oh, do you want to sing it for us? We want to hear. You know, is this you for real?" So it's like on one hand, I'm in the military, which is my job, and on the other side, music is another, you know, other side of me. And it's been fun.
All right.
It's been fun.
So with the release of this music video
Yes.
now, would you say that is a kind of plan for you to push your music to a higher level?
Well, it's true. Right now, this is contemporary Christian music, and right now we're also in the studio, and we're trying to come up with 6 tracks. The plan is to have an album.
Okay.
So this is just like a tip of the iceberg. So at the end of it all, we want to have a full album out there, and just want to be a blessing to people, especially when it comes to Nigeria. What I do now is songs that are lyrically focused on matters concerned with the Christian faith. I know people need God out there, and you want to tell people about God, and you want to, hopefully, through music, you know, it's just like a pastor preaching on the pulpit. Now I'm doing mine through music, just to bring people into the kingdom of God.
All right, so the songs you're writing now and putting them together and recording, which of the audiences are you really targeting? Is it the Nigerian audience or the American audience?
Both.
Okay.
What I do now is, because I also have songs like even in Yoruba, in Pidgin English also. So we're putting the whole package together so you can just pick what you want.
Okay.
So we're reaching a wider audience.
Okay. Is that why you're in Nigeria now? And
It's part of it.
Okay. So are you
Because
working with any music company
Yes,
in Nigeria?
right now we're in, well, not, I'm planning to have my own label, private label. But right now I'm in the studio working with Groovy Tone Studios, the producer ID, a great guy, and working with some crew out there. Doing fantastic job.
All right, talk to us generally. I like to get deeper into understanding how you manage, you know, standing as a naval officer. Yes, sir. Morning, and then you have music in your head. How do you on your routine on daily basis when you are involved with the U.S. Navy and you're busy and all of that? How much of music plays through your head on a daily basis like that?
Music for me, it's inbuilt. It's on the inside of me. I believe I was born with it because, I mean, God gave us talent. So, and funny enough, you know, the funny thing is sometimes I'm doing my job and on the inside of me and songs, you know, will be coming. But what I do at that point just to write the songs down so I don't forget and I, you know, work on it. So once you're into music, it's part of you. I mean, it can't go away. So it's just going to be part of you, whatever you do. And as you are, I believe you're talented in one way or the other.
Absolutely.
So yes.
Okay.
So that's it. I just flow with it.
Now, people go into music for different reasons. You have chosen a gospel music. For what purpose, really? To make money otherwise, Richard?
No, it's not. It's not for profit. I'm spending my money right now because I want to reach out to people. People need God out there. And if you check for example, I have a song, God has not given me the spirit of fear. If you listen to the lyrics, it tells you about who God is, and it tells you about what God has to offer so that you can key into it. So it's all about, I'm all about people, reaching, especially the brokenhearted. You know, the people are going through a lot out there. So they need a sense of direction. So you want to direct them, you know, put them in the right direction. You know, we have a lot of distractions out there. So I'm like, hey, look, this is what God has done. This is what He has to offer. Why don't you give it a try? And you'll be blessed. So that's what I'm about.
Well, it's really interesting. Now, talk to us about your transition to being in the U.S. military, for instance. You are able-bodied, strong and skilled and so on. One would think, okay, fine, his roots are in Nigeria, so he should be in the Nigerian Navy instead.
Well, when I relocated to the United States via a program which allowed you to live there and work permanently. So then somehow I got in touch with the recruiters, and they told me, this is what you need to do do you want to do this? And I said, yeah, because they told me about this is going to be fun. I mean, even though there will be challenges, they told me up front, and I said, you know what, I'll go for it. And it was challenging because we had to go to boot camp, training, you had to learn how to swim. Unfortunately, I wasn't a swimmer before I...
Okay.
Yeah, but they teach you, they'll put you through everything. And at the end of it all, you know, I made it.
Okay.
Yes.
With all these things you're doing, songwriting, you know, singing, and even with your military work, Of course, everybody knows that the United States of America is a place of distractions, so many opportunities, so many things happening at the same time. So how do you get to focus, you know, and still stay stable on the things you want to do?
Yeah, it's by, like, once I'm doing something, I don't joke with my job, and because because if you don't do your part, you can cause a lot of problem. It can lead to, like, I mean, catastrophic problem. So you have to be careful. So I'm focused on my job, and at the same time, I know this is my gift, this is my talent, and I know the secret of being successful, of becoming successful in whatever you do, is keeping at it. True. So I focus on one thing at a time. If it's my job, I focus on my job, and when it comes to music, I know I want to do this. I want to be a blessing to my world, and I just make sure I do it, because if you're not careful, of course, in the United States of America, there are lots of distractions. You just have to be focused.
Have you come to that point any time where there was a conflict in your mind as to whether to veer full time into music and even leave the Navy thing? Have you come to that? Has there anything like that played?
Yeah, you're right. It's true, but I've been doing this I've been in the military for 14 years. So I've been in that I can't, at this time, there is no going back. So I'm like, you know what, the best thing for me just to combine, and thank God there is room for, you know, to me, I would say there is room for, you know, bringing, at the same, although I'm doing music on the side and military, but I can always, like, strike a balance, manage both. You know, so I don't see
one is formal, the other is informal.
I don't see myself going. I would have loved to go to something. I think about it, about going full time into music, but it's a lot. Especially, I'm not doing this for profit. You know, I'm not doing it for profit. That's the truth. I just want to be a blessing to my world. Truth is. And who knows, along the line, maybe.
Okay.
But at this point in time, I'm doing both.
For how long have you been to the United States?
I've been over 14 years.
14 years in the US. So since you've been back now in Nigeria to do one of two things, what has changed, really? What hasn't changed since you left?
Since I left? Well, it's sad to see that although people say, oh, there's development, you know, things have changed, but to me, nothing really, because almost every nook and cranny you see bad roads, untarred roads, and I wonder, what's the local government doing about this? It's sad. It's so sad. It's not. You wouldn't see that in Europe, in America. You wouldn't see that. It's wrong. Every time they always see that they're constructing road. Sometimes they have to. You'll be like, what happened to this road? This road is good now. They will just like demolish everything and just start all over again. But I mean, we have a long way to go in Nigeria. And it's sad to see this. And I was even telling him, I'm like, I wish. Of course, I'm not going into politics, but I'm like, I wish I could just. I'm like, what's the local government chairman doing? What are they doing about this road?
All right. So well, the system here is quite different from the one you're used to in the United States. All right. Let's go back to the music issue. The songs you've written so far. What gives you inspiration to write the songs you write the way you write them?
Well, first off, I think my inspiration has to do with God. It's divine, you know. Before, like I said, I used to be into secular songs. Then anything could give you inspiration. But now when I became a born-again Christian, church, listening to sermon, and sometimes you can even be meditating on the Word of God. Then it just comes. So that's it. That's how I got my inspiration.
So how many songs have you written so far?
Oh, I can't count. Whoa. But right now we're doing six songs right now. So we're going to add it to what we already have. So we're coming up about 8 tracks.
Okay. But how many have you pushed out?
Right now, just 2. A single.
2, yes. Okay.
He has done a new thing, and God has not given me the spirit of fear.
Okay. So should we expect you more in Nigeria in the coming months and years, since you want to push your music into the market as well locally?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What we'll do now, let's play one of his songs.
All right.
And then let's listen to, we'll come back to, because time is almost against us, but we need to listen to and watch one of the videos Tomi has put out there. We'll be right back. Let's play this. I would have liked to be the
imaginary guitar.
Yeah, the guitars, or the drum. Oh my God, the drummer. No, this is really beautiful. But let's look at you are out there. There are so many people who know you in the United States, even from here in Nigeria. As you are there now, how are you using your music to connect with other people, young artists who would like to maybe go into gospel singing and maybe drumming, songwriting, and so on?
Well, what I do is, because I'm in the church, I do that, inspire people in the church by sometimes sing in the choir, sometimes you have to lead a special number and stuff like that. But the most important thing is getting these songs out there to people. So what I did was I got in touch with CD Baby, and right now the songs, the 2 singles, they're available.
Is that a music company?
It's in the United States.
Okay.
CD Baby.
Okay.
The songs we have them in about over 30 countries right
really?
now. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, and also it's available on Amazon.com, the music section, and there's one more. CD Baby, Amazon.com, and there's one more I can't remember right now. So they are available on those platforms for folks to. You can download.
To download.
Yes.
Well, are you using the social media to push, the song out
Yes.
more? Because there is always heavy presence on the social media.
We're
Are you
doing that
using
also.
Okay.
We're doing that.
Okay, but are there people you are trying to groom back in Nigeria here, for instance? Because when it comes to people who need more help, you find more young people who are looking for expression, who want to express themselves. They have so much inside there and they want to express themselves. Are there people you are connecting with back here in Nigeria to help young people who are aspiring?
Yes, it's true. I'm doing that. I was at one of the radio stations recently, and funny enough, people started calling me, and I was shocked because they asked for my phone number, and there was this young guy that called me and wanted me to be his mentor, and that something just clicked. That wait a minute, you can also groom people through this. So that's something on the other side. But right now it's just to use the medium of this gospel music just to reach as many people as I can reach.
So are you ready to go the whole log? Because we hear that it's not always rosy, the first stage of pushing out a song, of starting a music career in any country, really. True. So are you ready to stay true to it regardless of the challenges?
Yeah, that's the anything you do in life. A wise man once said, challenges are the stepping stones to the making of champions. So I mean, I'm into this. It's forever. Yeah. So I'm going to keep at it. And like I said earlier on, the secret of success in everything that you do is keeping at it. So regardless of what. And another thing, when you add value to people, over time, value will come back to you. So
okay. Do you have targets as to how many songs you want to write or churn out every year or every quarter or every half of the year or something?
Well, the first thing right now is just to come up with this album, the 8-track album. Then from there, I'm not going to say this is what I want to do now. It depends on what's going on, what you see. Okay. I have to see. Sometimes you have to go back to your drawing board, and maybe you have to refocus.
Re-strategize.
Maybe yes. It depends on how far we can go with this. Okay. Then it's going to determine the next step.
Slowly but surely.
Yes. All right, interesting. Yes. Tomi Fowora, he's a singer, he's a drummer, he's a writer, and he is in the U.S. Navy. All of these in one.
But then he is a Nigerian.
He's a Nigerian.
Yes.
An American Nigerian, a Nigerian American.
He's at home right now, so he's a Nigerian. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Tomi, for coming.
Thank you for coming.
We wish you well.
You're welcome back home.
Thank you.